Why did they just tell me I was gonna get my period, but they didn't teach me how to use a tampon? I don't understand. They said use contraception, but then they never told us what contraception was, or that there were multiple different kinds of birth control, and how for women, your hormones will be severely affected by birth control use.
They teach you abstinence, but they don't teach you how to actually communicate with your partner, and that's the most important part.
It's the emotional part of it. Oh, it's be safe, be careful, but they don't really tell girls, or even boys even, this is a huge thing and that you should really take it with ease.
There's just so much lack of information and misinformation.
I went to a Catholic school, so you can imagine that I didn't really learn very much except for abstinence.
There was just nothing to it other than the philosophical abstinence talk.
I wish we were made aware of social, emotional ways to navigate sexual interactions.
I wish I would have learned about sex. How to.
I didn't know what the heck was going on with anything.
There was no science, no one knew how to put a condom on. I'm pretty sure all of the boys in my high school learned how to do that from porn.
The pleasure of sex and how it's sometimes recreational and not just for procreating, because that's mostly what it's about now.
Being a South Asian woman, this is not something where sex, periods, and reproductive education are things that are not given to women. It's culturally taboo, I guess, to talk about, and I think that's absolute bullshit. Why did they just tell me I was gonna get my period, but they didn't teach me how to use a tampon? I don't understand.
A lot of girls can't just come from regular penetration. Girls just should be more vocal. Don't be afraid to tell someone what you want.
It's a weird thing to talk about if you've never talked about it before, or if you're so new to it.
You can be vocal about what you like.
Just having the conversation, which is awkward and funny sometimes, but I think it's worth it.
If you're a brown girl out there and you want to have sex, it's not something you should be ashamed for wanting.
I mean, this is so timely. There's no shame in loving a trans person because I'm just a woman. I think people get so freaked out by it. It's not a thing. I'm just human. I'm real.
Rejection and boundaries. Respecting people's boundaries and reframing rejection to be something positive. They acknowledge their boundaries and they're willing to communicate that to you. That should be praised. I think that's super valuable for newer generations, even my generation, older generations, everybody.
Sexuality is fun, but just be safe. Your energy is sacred.